live across Australia. This is Ben, Liam and Belle's
Late Drive on Nova.
Attention, everybody listening to the show right now who's had a boob job. If you've had a boob job, 13 24 10. Give us a buzz.
How wild's this? Steve-O from Jackass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Steve-O, he's having a boob job.
I saw the headline of this story, Liam, and I didn't understand it. Why is Steve-O having a boob job?
It's just like he's like latest. I suppose he's running out of ideas. He got a penis tattooed on his face like a week ago, and this is him like off the drugs. Like he's been clean for like 10 years.
He's the most wild human in existence.
We had Steve-O on the show last year, and do you remember he was telling us something else that he did with his body?
The vasectomy Olympics.
I mean, what?
And, it was inspired by a joke I heard when I was a young boy. What is the definition of macho? It's a man who jogs home from his own vasectomy.
Oh.
And I determined that I should get a vasectomy and then do way more than jog. And oh boy, did I.
And now he's getting a boob job for a laugh.
But it's quite interesting because I think I don't even know what he looks like. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Jackass. But is he quite like flat chested? Because you have to have a lot of skin.
Well,
you have to have a lot of stuff there.
He's
like,
a man and he's very skinny. Like
he's very skinny.
Super
okay,
skinny.
yeah, right. Because I thought if he's got like man boobs already, you got something to work
and
with.
he's getting a D cup.
A D cup?
He's getting a D cup. And
you can't do that in one go.
Apparently he's doing it under the muscle, D cup, for 2 months. He's going to keep it for 2 months.
I would love to know, 13 24 10, if you've had a boob job, give us a buzz. Maybe you can shed some light on how this is going to go. Belle, I mean, I know you say this, so it's not out of line saying this, but you've had a boob job.
Yeah, I had mine 8 years ago. 8 years ago? 8 years ago.
And so...
Yeah, 2 months. If he keeps it for 2 months, it's not even healed then. Like, it's not even going to...
I don't know if you've seen Jackass, but they do some pretty wild stuff.
Imagine if Steve-O was hot.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
D-cup.
All right, 13 24 10. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong, right, Belle? Like, there's so many
yes.
things.
I had mine done here in Australia by a very good surgeon, and I have heard absolute horror stories of people that fly overseas to get them done because they just stick you right back on the plane. You can get infected. They can end up in wonky kind of ways. No.
End up with one on the shoulder. That's not supposed to be there.
That could be in your neck.
All right, 13 24 10. That is our number here at Nova. Give us a buzz. Did they botch the boob job?
Belle, you've had one. Does it hurt?
Does it hurt? Of course it does. Oh my gosh, you can't breathe properly for like 3 months for me.
Are you asleep when they put them in?
Yes, absolutely.
Can't you do twice?
I stayed overnight, because again, like I said before, so I got mine done here in Australia, and very, very great job. And it was overnight stay. Like the surgeon came in the next day, made sure it was all good. And mine is like under the muscles, so it's the most natural looking possible. You choose your shape, you choose your size, you choose texture.
You got the premium package.
Hell yeah! Well, it's going in your body. Like I wasn't gonna shortcut this at all, but people do.
Can you get that? You can get the boobs from Wish, like you can. But what's the cheap way to do it? Above, they just put it under the skin or something.
Well, people go to like Thailand and get it done there.
Yeah, right.
And that way, yes, they just cut the skin, shove it under, you're done. Whereas if you get under the muscle, it goes under your muscle, so they rip the muscle up, but therefore it doesn't just sit and move around. But like I said, I couldn't breathe properly.
Is it like if you were looking to buy a new car and you go to the showroom? Like, do you see the different? Do they have like the different sizes on display?
Yes, and they can on a computer they can put you in that car and you can see what you'll look like when you drive that car. Yeah.
I want to get put in the computer just to see what I would look like.
Yeah, that's good.
Can I ask, Belle, what does a boob job cost in Australia?
In Australia, if you get a good one, it can be between like 15 to 20 grand.
Wow,
overseas, you can get them for like 3 grand.
But at least,
you know.
Yeah, if you get the big enough that the airbags in your car not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
There's other good things. Because I was thinking that my head went to like, geez, that's a car. But yeah, you could just get a cheaper car without an ANCAP safety rating because you've got them.
And you get a 10-year guarantee with that car. So you get a warranty, and then in 10 years they'll swap that car over for you.
So do you have to go in for services and stuff?
Yes, I do. Yeah, every year you have a service. Yeah,
check 'em up.
Get in, you get a little, little feel. It's great.
Nicole in Adelaide, this is your friend. They botched the boob job.
Yes, when I heard you talking about this, I thought I need to ring and give a public service announcement. So this happened to my friend. She decided she wanted a boob job. very expensive, like you just said, Belle, in Australia. So she decided to go to Mexico. So she got a boob job done there.
And that's it. Look,
Came home.
nothing against that. Like, that seems like a dicey place to go for a boob job. I don't really know what the medical system's like over there, but it feels like a long way to travel for a boob job.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that should have been her red flag, I think. So she's got home, like you said, Belle, really, really uncomfortable and thought, no, I'll stick it out. The second red flag should have been that they had bandaged her chest, but also down further, down her torso, like really bandaged it up.
Oh.
She was really uncomfortable, starting to feel really unwell. So she decided to go to a doctor here in Australia. They had actually removed a kidney while she was under getting her boob job done in Mexico.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I mean, again, the red flag was there, Nicole.
Yes.
Oh, that's so horrible.
But her boobs look great. Yeah.
I don't know if they would. Oh, Nicole, well, I hope she's okay.
Yeah, and you don't get that back, do you? Like, you don't
No,
get
you
back
don't.
there.
You don't get that back.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, I mean, you can live with one, obviously, but it's just like then you've only got one. You know what I mean? That's dicey. You'd prefer to keep both, I reckon. Christine and Sydney. I mean, this was also your friend. They had a dodgy boob job.
Oh, they certainly did. They actually, talking about overseas, she went overseas to do a boob job. And when she got back to Sydney, one was deflating. It was a crack up. And we're saying to her, they don't look level. And she's going, no, they're fine. But, yeah, actually one deflated.
Right.
Deflated.
And was this
They're not supposed to be inflated with air in the
was
first
this
place.
in
Well, I don't know what that stuff is they have inside of it, but it was going down quick.
and Christine, was this a Mexican boob job? Do you remember where she went for this one?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe Thailand?
Yep.
That's
Not really sure.
Yeah, that's a popular one for the cheap jobs, yes.
Yeah, but it was so bad. Like, she ended up being so frustrated she was boobless in the end.
So did she ever get it fixed or repaired?
No, she just pulled them out. She wanted nothing to do with it.
Pull them out, want them back, put them back in.
Liam and Belle, I now exclusively raw dog.
Interesting.
Yep, raw dogging it up.
Well, you're married.
I am married, yep, but I did raw dog for the first time on the weekend, and it was a heck of an experience.
Hang on, are you actually talking about that? Or are you
Well, what do you think raw dogging means?
without any protection?
Any protection from what?
Like having sex without protection?
What the hell?
What?
What? No one thought that, Bill.
You're the only one that thought that.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Raw dogging is the new trend where you go on a flight and you don't have any in-flight entertainment. You just sit there and watch
That's not
the little
raw
plane,
dogging.
the little plane tell you where you are over the country.
Yeah. I've seen them online.
I've
It's like,
seen it, but not called raw dogging.
I just raw dogged a 14-hour flight to LAX, like watch the flight path the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's funny how, because like raw dogging is obviously it's a bit of a trend at the moment, and like men do it to test their mind and not watch any entertainment on flights. But
Well, I've seen girls do it too.
well, yeah, mainly men.
To be fair, I haven't seen any women do it.
I've seen girls do it
Have
on
you?
my feed, yeah. And
No.
they said, because it's the flying equivalent
Do I
of,
just type in women raw dogging? Is that what I?
on a plane. Yeah, no, it's the flying equivalent of what was it called, silent walking, where you don't have headphones or anything.
Yeah,
You just go for a walk.
But old people have been raw dogging flights
Yeah.
for years. So you ever sit next to like an old person? You you get in there and you got your headphones in and like you've got like I don't even watch the in-flight entertainment. I load up on my phone like with Netflix or whatever. I like watch the shows that I actually want to watch and I know what I'm going to watch before I get there. And then maybe I'll listen to some music in between. I look at the in-flight menu, maybe peruse, might get some Pringles, and they're just sitting there like lonely the whole time. And
Yeah.
sometimes they'll say something to you and you have to like take your headphone out and talk to them for a bit.
Yep.
Another stage of raw dogging is you don't even lower your tray table.
Oh,
Like at no point do you touch anything.
Yeah, the seatbelt is just on, and you're just looking at the leather in front of you, like just eyes to the front.
Hang on, but you can eat and drink while raw
No,
dogging.
there's no food. There's
Why
no drink
not?
because it's
You
raw
need
dogging.
fuel.
No, it's raw dogging. You are there, especially if it's an overseas flight, you are raw dogging for as long
You
as
can
possible.
eat while raw dogging.
No, if you
Yes,
are eating,
you can.
Belle, if you are eating, you are not raw dogging it right.
How long did you raw dog for?
I raw dogged to Brisbane, so it was a 2.5 hour flight.
Yeah. Was your baby son in your arms? Were you
Yes.
sort of, yeah. So you did have like a little bit of... I'm not going to argue that it's not a raw dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a raw dog with your baby. Yes.
Okay, well,
Yeah, it doesn't count. It
we
doesn't
found
count.
a line and we crossed it.
13, 24, 10. Did your dad enroll in a course? You know, some dads, they get to around the 50, 60 mark and they might have an affair, or they might enroll in a course just to spice their life up a little bit.
If your dad did enroll in a course and you share 13, 24, 10, we have got some great prizes up for grabs.
My father-in-law, Dave, he's really interested in stargazing and he loves camping, and I've been camping with him before, and he loves lying down and looking at all the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going on this big trip. It's like a 12-week road trip, the grey nomad type thing. And so he wanted to learn more about the solar system, which is nice. So he enrolled in this 12-week course, and it was just like, it was nearby in the suburbs in this community. And so he went out, and it was in this sort of ladies' shed. And so when he sat down, she started talking about Capricorns and Scorpios. And he had enrolled in a 12-week astrology course instead of an astronomy course.
I was
Which
going to
is,
say, 12 weeks. If you could learn all astronomy in 12 weeks, that would be incredible.
with astrology, it's star signs and just what this day means with the moon and that sort of direction.
But like you said, Liam, dads love courses.
They do love courses.
Now, my dad, I do believe he took a barista course, short
Yep.
one, because he got a new really fancy coffee machine for I think it was his 50th or 60th, and he was so excited he really wanted to learn how to make really good coffees. So he did a little mini course, and then when we go to his house, he'd be like, "Does anyone want a coffee?"
I love that.
And it was,
Dad, it's 10 p.m.
it was the post-dinner coffee. It was post-dinner to go, "Anyone want a coffee?"
Wow.
That is a useful one, though. Like, we've got a coffee machine at home, and I don't know how to use it. We've had it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And so sometimes
Yours would be, Liam, yours would be press the one button and,
No. Sarah's really good at it. She's like, she froths the milk and she does the whole thing. She's got the beans. Like,
have one of those ones where it grinds the beans.
Yeah.
You got to tamper it. You get the pressure right.
yeah. And Sarah's really good at it. But on Saturday mornings, which is the main morning we would sort of spend together, I have to do the dance and be like, "Phew." What's going on? And she's like, and she'll always be like, "Do you want a coffee?" And I'm like, "Yes, please."
You are such a child.
Michelle in Sydney, thanks for joining us. Did your dad enroll in a course?
Why, yes, he did. He enrolled in a light drawing course. It was a few weeks, and he wanted to experiment with the body.
Right. So that's life drawing. So your dad wanted to go to strip clubs, but he wasn't allowed to. So he sort of
Basically.
found it's a bit of a loophole. That's
It's
what.
a loophole, exactly. So we heard about it, and we were like, okay. And then we got the drawings, and we were like, this is interesting. It was just a bit too much information we needed from your old dad.
And so was it like a male model, or was it a female model?
It was a female model.
Okay.
So
Yep.
the loophole for a strip club was there.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Dad's very detailed drawings.
13 24 10 is our number. Give us a buzz if your dad has enrolled in a course.
Trace in Brisbane, what course did your dad enroll in?
Oh, what hasn't he? He has done ukulele. He has done shooting. He's done archery. Anything to keep him busy and out of the house, he has done.
Wow.
That's kind of cute. What's his favourite?
Ukulele at the moment, unfortunately for us.
Tracy, what did he do as a career?
He was an engineer at a hotel.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to flex that
Totally
creativity. That's good.
Well, look,
Yeah.
Tracy,
That makes
maybe
his
you
mind
can
going.
take the old man with you. You got yourself 2 tickets to go to the movies.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you so much. I'm sure he'll love it.
No worries at all. Make sure you check it out. Twister in
Thank you.
cinemas July 11.
Yeah, tell him to keep the ukulele at home for that one, though, Trace.
Keep your calls coming through on 13 24 10.
More in Melbourne. What did your dad enroll in?
Kite surfing classes.
Yeah, right. That's pretty, that can be kind of dangerous, right? Like,
Yes, and he was 60. It was his birthday present.
Was it something that he wanted to do?
Yes, but we had to do some investigating first and call them up and see if someone who was 60 and had knee reconstructions would be able to do it.
Yeah.
And, then he was fully in his midlife crisis and had his lessons and loved it.
Go Dad.
And how does the old fella go? Like, does he still do it?
Oh, God, no. And he had a few stacks, I know for sure. I didn't go and watch because I couldn't handle the secondhand embarrassment. And it was on St. Kilda Beach. So it was like everyone was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maura, you going to be, I can trust you'll be coming to support me in my kite surfing this weekend with your friends. Bring some people. It'll be fun. Chris, what about you? What did your dad enroll in?
Hey, guys. Dad's become a full-blown umpire nuffy. He enrolled in a course.
Yeah.
So now he's umpiring, and now we go to football and all he's worried about is critiquing the umpires before the footy.
Wow.
So he's power tripping a bit, like sort of tapping everyone around him, like, we learned that you're actually not supposed to throw it back like that. That situation.
I always love the idea of him umpiring like country footy, but he's critiquing the professional umpires.
Yes. Not good from Razor. He's had a few bad weeks. Jess, in Sydney, your dad enrolled in a course too?
Yeah, so he enrolled in aqua aerobics, and he's the only male in a group of 80-year-old females.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
I mean, is he single?
No, he's happily married to my mum.
Okay.
And is
He just wants...
mum's okay with that?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah,
It's all very
I guess.
innocent. Yeah,
and I'd imagine these women are quite a bit older than your dad, right?
Yes, I'd say like 20 years older.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, aqua aerobic. By the time you're at aqua aerobic stage, it's very much like, it's just softer on the joints. It's a bit easier for me to move in the pool.
One bar star man on your radio. I'm really, really fast. Just listen to me go.
Yep, it's a Tuesday night, which means the One Bar Starman is here to flex his muscles. That is Liam. He can tell you the name of the song and the artist just from hearing the very first bar of a song. If you can beat him at his own game, you do win a real-life bar of gold.
Yeah, I'm playing with Zoe in Sydney tonight. Now, it has happened before. It was a very expensive blunder for me, so I don't know how good you are with your music, but I'm really hoping I'll beat you, to be honest.
Oh, look, Liam, I'm no good, but I'm happy to have a crack at something.
Zoe, I'm going to help you out because there's always a bit of a theme. Today, here in Australia, the Apple Vision Pro was released for $6,000. So the theme for One Bar Starman tonight is songs that have fruit in the title or mention fruit.
Okay. Obviously, the theme was a little hard, so you had to sort of add an extra sentence on there, I see.
That's good. It's a good one.
All right, buzz in with your name if you know the song. It is Best of 5.
Cheers.
Liam.
Go for it.
Watermelon Sugar, Harry Styles.
Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high.
The One Bar Starman is on the board early.
Come on, Zoe.
All right,
God,
here we
he's
go.
quick, isn't he?
He's very quick. Here we go, song number 2.
Zoe. Apple bottom jean? No, it's... Is it Fergie? No.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Zoe, it's not Fergie.
It's Flow Rider Low. Not Fergie.
Calling, I'm sorry.
Oh, bugger.
All right, that means Liam has got 2 points on the board. If he gets this next one, he does get you in a clean sweep. Buzzing with your name if you know it.
Liam.
Go for it, Liam.
It's the Wiggles Fruit Salad.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
Well done, Liam. You have got 3 in a row. Zoe, thanks for playing. You have a great night.
You too, guys.
See ya.
Oh, thanks for playing, Zoe. Should be thinking about that one all night in bed. Fergie, what an idiot. Why did I say that? 3 things I love in life. My wife, Sarah, the KFC Zinger Box, and coincidences. Just love them. I really do. And I was very excited this evening, Ben, because you told me you had a really good one. And I looked at the calendar. I saw what day it was, and I thought, perfect opportunity to do this.
Coinky Dinky Tuesday, what happened in your life? Give us a call if you've had a coincidence. For instance, you might have had an Uber driver twice. If you don't make it on, we'll do this bit again.
That's happened to me multiple times. It actually happened to me like a couple of weeks ago. I got dropped off by an Uber and then I was at another spot and it was like the next Uber I got into, same guy.
I also find it amusing that in the intro you say, if you don't get on, we'll do it again next week, implying that the phone lines fill up so much that we might not get to you.
Must admit, no calls so far. So 13 24 10, if you've had a pretty wild coincidence you'd like to tell Australia about, call up.
I'll go first just to give you a really good example of what we're looking for, okay? So I went bowling with my wife, Sam. Now, if you don't know, my name is Ben. And we went to lane 3. Now, you look up at the screen and you can see my name, Ben, and you can see my wife's name's Sam underneath that. And then I thought there was a glitch. I laughed and said to my wife, Sam, oh, look at that. There must have been like an error. Because in lane 4, next to us, it also said the name Ben.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just the guy in the lane next to us playing. His name was also Ben. So 2 Bens.
Yep.
Out of all the names in the world,
Okay.
there was 2 Bens
Hang on.
bowling next to each other.
But was there a Sam below that as well?
No, it's 2
I thought
Bens.
that's where it was going, and I think I was getting myself excited for the
But
double.
what you did was you overthought it, though. You were in the moment.
I mean, it's
You were
really Ben's a
present.
pretty common name, really.
But yeah, I agree.
I love a coincidence, Ben.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, Ben's a common name, but for there to be 2 next to each other at the bowling alley, that's pretty unlikely.
Okay, no, hey, look, I've got a name-related one.
Mhm.
I had
Well,
one.
it's going to be hard to beat. Go for it, Belle.
My mum, she's got an older friend, and she's 71 at the moment, and she's just started dating a new guy.
Right.
Very exciting. And apparently, so she's 71, this guy is 72, same age as her ex-husband, who sadly passed away.
Okay.
Name is exactly the same. Her husband was Arthur. This new guy is Arthur.
Right.
Exact same birthday as well.
Wow.
So-
Almost as good as mine.
I reckon that was better. I think that was better.
All right, 13 24 10 is our number. If you have got a coincidence, we would love to hear it on Nova. Give us a buzz. We got prizes up for grabs for our favourite coincidence. At the moment, it goes me, then Belle. So you've got to beat mine.
It does.
Jen in Melbourne, what's yours?
Hello, how's it going?
Very good.
That's good. Now, I've got a very weird one.
Mhm.
So, bit of background. I'm getting married in October. My sister is my maid of honour, and she lives on the other side of the city, and my partner's grandma is actually making her maid of honour dress.
Mhm.
Now, because she lives on the other side of the city, my sister asked, she was like, look, if I send you this dress, do you reckon that your partner's grandma could actually make it from the pattern?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So I sent her the photo asking, and she gives me a call, and she said, just out of curiosity, that dress, where did your sister get it from? And I said, I don't know, probably in an op shop, I'm not sure. And she said, does it have a tag in it? And I go, no, from memory, I think it's handmade. And she said, I think that's so my partner's great-grandmother's dress that she made.
Uh-huh.
So I take it from my sister. My sister comes down. I give it to her.
I'm
And she
lost.
actually-
Sorry, Jen, you lost me. I was there, and then I just.
Is it the grandma actually made that dress back in the day? And it's the
No,
exact...
so my partner's
okay.
great-grandmother.
Right.
Oh, the great-grandmother made the dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still don't get it. But Jen,
Thank you for calling
I
that,
do
Jen.
appreciate you calling
There's a
Jen.
dress she found, and the great-grandmother actually made that dress back in the day.
Right.
But she
I mean,
got it
that
secondhand.
is actually crazy. That was just a very confusing way of
Yeah.
saying it.
Yeah.
Jess.
I've got Jess now in Sydney. Good evening, Jess. Please tell us about your coincidence.
Hi. So mine is, it's very basic, but it was so freaky. I was sitting in the car today at uni waiting for an exam, and in the span of about 5 minutes, 3 different people walked in front of my car, stopped directly in front of my car to have like a really aggressive sneeze. Like 3 people walked in front of my car.
Like the Truman Show.
So,
wow.
right, do you
it
think...
was literally like the Truman Show. It was
Is
like a
that-
glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, it could have been like maybe like,
Totally.
I don't know, just like a high pollen count in that particular, like
Yeah.
just an allergen in the air. I don't know.
How much time, Jess, passed between each sneezer?
I would say like a minute and a half. It was 3 completely random.
That's good. I mean, 2 is like, oh, that's a bit weird. 3 is like, okay, this is a pattern, you know?
Yeah, Jess, you are the front runner so far. Stay there. Let's go to Ed in Sydney. Tell us about your coincidence.
Yeah, g'day, guys. So my initials are ER, and my birthday is Christmas Eve. And many years ago, I was out on my birthday and met up with a girl whose name was Emma. Can't remember her surname, but it began with an R. And it was also her birthday. And so we decided to hook up and go and have a shag.
And I feel like you just wanted to tell us that you got a root back in the day on Christmas Eve.
But the coincidence is the initials matched up and you both have the same birthday.
Yes.
And this was a birthday, and to just add icing on the story, Kate, she was out with her boyfriend.
Yeah, you just want to
So,
say,
yeah, should we just do...
We're just like, it's rude not to.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Ed.
Let's hope you weren't like,
Yeah.
dare I say, like twins that were separated at birth or something like that.
Do we change it to just like, did you pull someone pretty impressive? Like,
do you want to brag about a root?
yeah.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.